Hello, and welcome to this first lecture of the new section on how to develop a best design idea as a part of this course on winning prototype development. I am Arun Singhal, your management coach and mentor with 40 years of experience in people development. So, in this course, so far, we started the first section by telling you how about winning concept can be a starting advantage. Then we got into defining and determining the CTQs, and in the last section, we talked to you about how can you determine the design requirements before we start getting into developing a design idea. And that's what we're going to do in this section. And in this lecture, I will give you an overview of the process that you can use to develop a best design idea, or maybe some design ideas, best design ideas, that will be more appropriate to say. Right. So, how do you think? What do you think after having determined the CTQs and design requirements? How can you go about developing the best design ideas? Right. Any thoughts? Okay. So what I have for you here is a process that's laid out, and it's a part of the DFSS process designed for Six Sigma for developing robust product and process designs. So in this, to develop a best design idea from the design requirements, you do everything in the cross-functional team. Cross-functional team is a kind of Bible here, so as to say. To develop the robust new product and process designs. And we know that you're going to talk about we need a team of at least 5 functions: marketing, finance, design, quality, and operations or production people. So we get all this team together and we brainstorm the inputs for the design. And those inputs, as you can see, the design requirements be the best input to start with. And there may be other inputs, and we will talk about detail about each of these steps as we go forward. So just take an overview here. So we'll start with the brainstorming the inputs for the design. Then working in the team together, we will develop alternate design concepts. So these are not the winning concepts. These are actually the design concepts. How will the product look like on a piece of paper, on a machine, computers, CAD/CAM designs, or maybe a 3D designs concept. So we develop alternate concept design. Alternate means couple. I would suggest at least 3. Then once we have these design concepts, we look at within each concepts what are the conflicts that are there to make these concepts come alive in life, and we try and resolve that. And how do we do that? We will talk about that. Once we have these design concepts developed in terms of the initial design concept and the conflicts understood and resolved, we understand for each of design concepts what could be the product risk if you were to go ahead and implement that as a product. And we identify those risks using a very wonderful tool that you will see, and we mitigate this risk. And finally, including all of the things, including the cost parameters, we select a couple of best design ideas to take it forward, right? So that's the process that we have. So what do we do next in the next module? So in the next module, we get into the first step of brainstorming inputs for the design, and I'll take you through the detailed steps of that, and we will see how can we start building the design requirements on the way to develop some alternate design concepts. So thank you so much for taking a look at this first lecture of the new section on developing best design idea. I hope you're continuing to learn something new, continuing to enjoy and like these lectures, and I look forward to seeing you again shortly in your next lecture.